are live.
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
All
Hey,
right. Let's see. Everybody's in their place. Good. I love when the setup goes the way it's supposed to go. Just,
za.
well, no, OBS just I always restart my computer on game days because OBS always has hidden updates, and it doesn't always tell you it needs an update when you just start it, which is a pain
That's
in the
weird.
ass. Yeah, OBS is, but I I don't. It's the easiest thing for me to use because then I can have a completely separate streaming key for um, Behold Roleplay, and then when I get off my ass and decide to start streaming my own stuff again, then I can just use Streamlabs and not have to worry about managing multiple stream keys because you can do it in Streamlabs, but it becomes a pain in the ass if you forget to switch accounts.
Yes.
So yeah,
My my, uh, my wife's saying you're very, very quiet.
really
Just
let's
letting you know.
let's move you closer because I have a directional mic, so sometimes it needs to be up in my face.
Mm,
And I don't know my levels when I'm talking in the mic. I'm
it's
just
fine.
all right. Cool.
Don't worry
People's
about it too much.
I always worry because like I because when I'm talking to you guys, I usually have the OBS screen up if I don't need to be in the actual Roll20 screen. So I'm constantly looking at my levels to make sure the levels are okay. And I have a physical mixer, and I'm looking at the physical mixer as well, and I'm always
Mm,
looking at the
She's
levels as well.
she's saying she says it's much better now.
So it's like I'm always like, the levels look fine. Why do I sound low? It doesn't make any sense because the universe sucks. But thank you everyone for showing up. Uh, we are starting the official. Um, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Spare. We're starting the official launch of the third book of our Extinction Curse series, and it is a doozy. I've been doing a lot of reading in this thing, and there's a lot of weird loopity loops. This book reminds me of some campaigns that I have to very much steer where things go because they're a little open ended. I appreciate the writing, but uh, you know the one thing I've noticed with many um, adventures doesn't even mean Pathfinder, but other ones is that the writers don't stick to uh, having linearity in their stories. They it helps DMs if there's a progression. You don't want things to be too willy nilly because players are cats and hoarding cats is a pain in the ass. But you guys just had a wonderfully successful Stardust Festival. Um, there were some emotions. There were some interdimensional travel. As far as you're not really 100% sure. Things got a little bit weird for a lot of you. Um, and I have to move a lot of you guys around because I want to take advantage of some of the newer features in Roll20. I had to create a new campaign to take advantage of the updates to dynamic lighting and foregrounds because it wasn't converting my old campaign for some oddball reason. Um, but that's neither here nor there. Um, logistics. So you guys get back unscathed, unharmed. Some gifts were given for the Stardust Festival for those that celebrate. Um, Specifically, Gwennon, when you wake up the day after you gave Jathal um, his gift uh, from you to him, uh, you when you wake up that following morning, um, there is an identical amulet around your neck.
Now can I tell that he just didn't return the one I gave him?
You would have to wait and see if you see him. You can give me a perception check if you want to see if it's the one that you gave him.
Okay, yes, please.
All right, give me a perception roll.
Watch me roll crap.
That's okay. I've been rolling like garbage in all of my games this weekend.
Uh, perception. Perception. Oh, it's separate on here, right?
Yep.
Oh, I get a bonus of 18. So that makes it only a 39.
39. All right. So you look at it, and for all intent and purpose, this is an near exact replica of the amulet that you gave him. However, um, the coloring in the motif is slightly different. Whereas
Oh.
you had the necklace you made for him match more his coloring motif that matches his breastplate from his armor, and just his natural, you know, uh, flamboyancy from the colors. Because remember, Jathal, originally, before he joined you, as he told you, he was a street entertainer. So um, he has a sort of underlying minstrel type, you know, um, decor about him when he's not, you know, kitted out in his armor. But the one you're wearing is more in line with the color scheme of your your leotard.
Oh.
But you're unsure how it got there.
Okay.
You woke up, it is around your neck. And
It's kind of creepy in a nice way.
That's what I was thinking. It's adorable, but a little weird.
It's just a thing there is. Cantrell, um, when you finally rest yourself out of bed, um, you find that there is a note under your door asking you and your fellow troubadours to meet the VC at the Grand Lodge at your earliest convenience. There is some information that he needs to relay to you, and possibly a disturbance um, in the western lands that he may have to send you guys to.
He kind of just folds it back up, puts it in his pocket. All right, the Grand Lodge. All right. Starts getting dressed in his, not his circus regalia, but in his normal wizard clothes. And makes his way past the cooking station to pick up just one cup of coffee as he just continues walking and is like, wait a minute. Maybe I should bring someone. It kind of looks. Are either the new recruits around?
So this is early in the morning. Let's say I presume Cantrell's not that early of a riser. So let's say you're you leave your room like around 8ish in the morning. You know, respectable hour, but definitely not a worker's hour.
Oh, we have our own sleeping schedules.
So
When we're off.
would Milo actually would any of you be in the tavern area of where you're staying having breakfast, or
Oh,
would some of you still be sleeping, or would
I'd be up.
some of you be drinking still, because it's early in
Yep.
the morning,
AO's an early riser. You don't even. It's not even.
I would be up as well.
Yep.
Went to bed. Yeah.
Shimmer would be up likely because she would want the help to try to get the circus again sorted out since it's combining and whatnot.
oh, Charlotte's having her breakfast beer.
That sounds like a bit of the hair from the dog that bit you last night.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. I said my character would be Milo would be up.
Cool. Alright.
He'll kind of look to Ao and Milo and be like, either of you want to go to the Grand Lodge?
Yeah. AO will just also simply nod.
Yeah. If you want me to go,
Fair enough. Got a summons here. We'll be discussing future events.
Sounds like my place is by your side.
Alright.
And kind of looks over to Shather, raises his his mug of coffee. Like,
You
cheers.
see her ale.
I'm not allowed.
Sees Gwynin looking slightly perturbed, probably if they've already left their room.
Jathal is having breakfast. He's down there. He has a rather sizable meal, which is surprising because he's
Well,
I mean he's of elven stature,
Mhm.
but I mean he packs
He's
it
also
away.
a warrior.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
packs it away. Like for someone of you would think someone of his of his size, he wouldn't mow down as much as he does. But you've noticed through your dealings with him that he's a hearty eater.
Fair enough. It's a little surprising still because even Cantrell doesn't eat that hearty. But he's like, "Good morning, Jathal."
Good day. Oh, and I'll wait till we have we have a need to get to the map. I will
Fair enough.
have Zoro make a better border for me, but I have a token for
Yeah.
for
He does his pleasantries to Shima, Yonk, Gwynin if they're along the way, but then he will make his way to the Grand Lodge after.
Yep. And when since you mentioned Yonk, when you come down for breakfast and you enter the room, like she like whips out like a confetti popper and like pops it.
Oh, morning, Yonk.
And she's like, Cantrell, good day, good morning. Every morning with you is a day to celebrate.
Thank you. I know it's been a long road, and I'm still working on it, but I'm making progress. And he will just kind of give them the head pat as he continues on.
And when you
thank you.
and when you pat her head, she just just melts in her big toothy goblin self.
Yep.
For those of you unaware, we had a player who unfortunately had to drop the casting, but she was a great player and had a great character who basically is Cantrell's sidekick slash personal cheerleader. And I love the character so much that she's now an official NPC. She does not battle. She is an official circus logistic. I worked her into the mechanics of the circus. So,
Yeah. They are the real brains of the outfit when it comes to placing things and making sure everything's going to look right. So Cantrell's a little scatterbrained sometimes, so it helps.
Yep. All right,
They're an artificer too, aren't they?
Yes, she is. That's
Potion maker.
That's why you
Or
guys.
pyrotechnic.
That's why you guys have the Rock'em Sock'em robot.
That's right. Yeah. We have Milo, when you decide to pick up your guard duty during the circus performances, there is a automaton that will assist you. So it'll make it a little bit easier for you and Shima both on occasion.
Trying to figure out if Milo he's racist against robots. I'm trying to figure this out.
Damn.
I'm gonna
Frankie
reserve-
man looks at
please
the
do
robot, starts
reserve-
hitting it with his cane.
I'm gonna reserve judgment.
It used to have a lot of fangs.
Yep. All right. So I presume. So whoever else is gonna go with the Kentrell, you guys head over through the streets of Absalom, heading over to the Grand Lodge. The festivities for the Stardust Festival are, there are some people who are, the typical, leaving their decorations up far too long. Individuals. You see, little stars and things like that here and there. As, for the most part, it was an extra joyous affair. And there's definitely a lot of merriment still in the city in regard to that. You get to the Grand Lodge, and the greeter is expecting you, and he basically hurries you to the VC. And the Grand Lodge in Absalom is kind of like it's ran and built like a hub. So there are the primary the vice captains for all the major factions all have offices there because Absalom is the basically ground zero Grand Lodge. There are Grand Lodges throughout the realms, and they're all called They're all called Grand Lodges for those who are not very familiar with Pathfinder lore, and that's just to make sure that no unit feels they have any more authority than the other. But for not so much solidarity, but more as a unified front, all of the VCs of the major factions all have offices at the primary Grand Lodge, and all orders facilitate from there and go out, and then assistant VCs and the like all manage the other Grand Lodges throughout the realm. So we're actually heading into the VCing for the God, my brain. I forget your faction. Are you
Was originally hired through Ganjian, so basically in the what was that? The Ming Dynasty?
It's
It
it's
was
it's the Zion, the Zhan.
yeah, Zhan.
The Pathfinder has a weird pronunciation for it.
Mm.
But it's I mean, it's this world's Asian culture.
Yes.
Um, and you know, he sits you guys in. The office is big enough for a few of you to sit, and the rest of you have to stand. Whoever's gonna stand. And he
Um,
goes, but he does offer you a seat because he needs to. He's addressing you specifically since you're the de facto leader.
he allows Milo to sit and Ao to sit as he just kind of does the circus trick of sitting in midair in between them on one leg.
He just looks at you and he goes, "All right, there's no spotlights in here, right?"
It is still
There's
comfortable.
always a spotlight for Cantrell.
And
Oh
he
my
goes,
goodness.
"Well, it's nice to see you all, and I do apologize. I know not all of you are part of the society, but for those of you that are, and considering that those of you who aren't have seemed to have injected yourself into this situation that we've been having with the Ion Stones. I thought it was only prudent that you all have a seat at the table for what's going on. So we have reports from the Swordlands that the Ion Stones may be having some sort of issues there. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with what you've had to deal with in Escadar or in that region, but sounds similar. You may not be aware, but the Swordlands is basically the granary of the area. All the most fertile lands are there. That's where all of the primary bulk of all of our crops grow. It's a a collective community of farming families for the most part. It's fairly large. It's there's no direct rulership or banner lord or anything like that. It has local constabularies and things of that nature, and most towns deal with their own independent produce and things of that nature. But we've been hearing disturbing reports that missionaries are going missing. There have been bandit raids. Droughts are extending longer than normal. Abnormally hostile weather. Just too many obtuse things happening in the same region with no clear connection point. Just gives off the scent of an underlying conspiracy. We don't directly have any influence in that area. Like I said, it's independent. They provide, they provide all of us with our greenery and whatnot. So the area being stable and remaining fertile is high priority. If the Swordlands falls, we're looking at havoc as far as food supplies are going to go in the greater area. And considering
Considering
the issue,
the effects that the last tower had while it was being influenced, you can see the need to at least investigate.
exactly. I don't have much information to go on as just rumors, like I said. But I do have a place for you to start, just because we've been getting notices for some odd reason for your circus in particular to head into the area to try and spread some joy and mirth for the people and to bring their spirits up. We keep getting notes from I guess I want to say he's the mayor. I mean, he's he's the elected official for the area. Some bloke named Vandy. And
Andy?
Vandy.
Van?
His last name is Vandy. Vandy.
Well, I don't see why not. We could actually get a bit of a staging area for our investigation through the circus in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, there are large open fields, so I don't see any issue with I don't see any issue with you pitching tents somewhere. I do. Speaking of circus matters, we've talked to the engineers and the local the church, the area where the Midnight Menagerie was, is still under investigation. So, deed-wise, yes, it's in your name. There are things that we're still trying to uncover to see if we can find any information that will help us get any leads on the organization that she was working for. We did find some disturbing things, though. The area had lots of disrepair that was hidden with illusory magic.
That's understandable.
Tons of magical traps and cursed items.
Yes.
And just they were into the kindest word I can come up with is shenanigans, on a massively evil scale. Some of the runes that we have found are demonic in nature, so we're checking with the archivist to see if they have any information on if there's any specific cults related to the symbology that we found. So the grounds are yours. You just unfortunately can't use them yet. From what I understand, most of your troop is still in Escadar, waiting for you guys to get back. And they've been, I guess, doing their own thing down there. Well, up there, map-wise. Escadar is a small island on a small island above the island where Absalom is.
We'll be passing through on our way then, and reconnecting with them, letting them know that we're moving on, and I'll be able to clear some of the space out from Absalom and there at the same time.
Well, what I need you to do is to use your circus as a front.
Of course.
basically you'll be heading from here up to Escadar. I've already prepared a vessel. You just have to, let the dock master know, and he gives you a letter with an official seal on it. And like I said, I've procured a ship for you. This will get you and your crew here up to Escadar, and it's not a big ship, but it should facilitate getting most of your traveling circus on board. From
Of course.
someone says you have like dinosaurs and stuff. Like, I mean, we're limited on space, so I mean, what you
Yeah,
can fit, what you can fit, and we'll make arrangements to maybe pick up whatever you can't fit on the ship, and then bring it here and have it stored, in because they're pens on the menagerie site. So I mean, we can make arrangements. But yeah,
That's appreciated.
um,
Yeah. Like right now, Cantrell just has that one kind of 1,000-yard stare looking down where he knows he has to talk to Shathra. But he is gracious in accepting the ride across the ocean, or rather the seas between the islands, and we'll try to make do with how we load up, and what we can't take, we'll at least try to make it easier for logistics to deal with.
yeah, like I said, it's not, it's yokels. You don't have to go, that crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure, if you went all out, they couldn't really afford whatever the ticket price would be anyway. So I mean, whatever.
That's
you know.
kind of you to say. All right, so we've got our logistics set up. We've got our crew here to meet up at the docks here soon. Okay. And Escadar, and then into the Swordlands.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're heading to Carrick. It's it's just the the only dock really in that area. So from Carrick, wherever the investigation leads you, you can go from there. But Carrick will be the central point, and that is also where Vandy is.
Oh,
Apparently, aside from being the mayor, he's also a mortician.
Oh, what now?
A mortician,
Oh,
dead bodies, caskets.
responsible for the caretaking of the graveyards. Got it. And also the dead. All right. So,
Azarin, do you
Yes.
happen to have, for the viewers, the map that is the Starstone Isle that you can pop up?
They want to see the area.
Well, it might be nice
Uh,
for reference, if you
uh,
if you have it.
I can show it to you now. Sure, people asking for it.
I would like to see that.
it's been a while since I've looked at Pathfinder maps, so this is a treat.
I know, right? Yeah.
So
Well, I've got the little handout thing, and I printed mine out, so I have the map, and it's very handy right now.
So the viewers can see it. I will take you guys to it as well. There we go. Boink. So this is the Swordlands.
Oh man.
Yep.
I'm only seeing a black screen.
For the Twitch.tv.
Nope. On the Roll20 map.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
Take a
okay,
while.
that's
That's
no.
okay. Don't worry about it.
You should have vision, but I think it's. Give me a second.
You got to give
It's
vision,
okay.
vision to the players. There. Oh, I saw a flash of it.
Yeah, no, I think the
Don't worry
overworld
about it.
map has dynamic lighting on it for some reason.
Yeah, you just got to turn that off.
I don't
guess.
know why the overworld map would have dynamic lighting on it.
So you don't show the entire map?
Let's see. Yep, dynamic lighting is on. That's so weird. All right, so you guys should see the map.
There we
You
go.
Eh,
Okay.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, Spear, I know you guys can see it because the window that I'm watching it through is DM privileges, so you can see everything. But dynamic, I'm guessing they wanted you guys to, for some oddball reason, fog of war the area. Doesn't quite make sense because the VC would give you a map of the area, and these are all known landmarks, and nothing on the map is, secrets on this particular map. So it's kind of weird that dynamic lighting would be on for it. But you guys are in Carrick, and your overworld token is Bardoff. As you can see,
That is our travel marker. Yeah, Bardoff is the representation of our.
Yeah.
he is your travel marker. So you guys have a day in Absalom before you head out to sea.
Feels apt
If
to
you
gather everybody together.
If you can't think of anything that you want to do last minute, you'll basically head over to Escadar. It'll be pretty fast. You'll head to Escadar. These seas are quiet. There's no piracy, so you don't have to worry about any monsters or pirates or things of that nature. So if you're not doing anything last minute in Absalom, you head over to Escadar. You'll meet the constable, and she greets you guys, and she's like, "Oh, you're back," and
Oh, wait. Wanted to do something last minute
Oh, all right.
in Escadar. Okay. So,
Well, in Escadar or Absalom?
where I want Escadar, because that's where the crazy cat lady menagerie was.
No,
No, that was in Absalom.
Oh,
we're here
Absalom.
in Absalom.
Sorry. Last minute in Absalom is what I meant.
Mm-hmm. What'd you want to do?
So, you remember the giant snake and the tiger?
Yeah, the giant snake and the giant tiger in the cages. Yes, I remember them very well.
I want those.
You want to try and tame? You want to try and tame them? You couldn't bring them along as a companion. You're at your limit.
Yes, that's fine. But in like the little pen, my backup pen. I'm not my two companions. I already up the set. But I want to bring them with me. I want to take them.
So
You want to claim them for the circus.
Yes.
So
Yes.
are you gonna leave them? So you want to take them on the road to go to Carrick, or you want to leave them here for the animals that you won't be able to take while you're traveling in that region? Because
I'm sorry, Shathar, we can't take everybody.
The
I
pen,
can't take one of those two.
you can take them, but I
They
mean,
fit on the boat.
yeah, going to Escadar, but then you have to remember the boat itself can't fit all of your animals.
That's fine. The dinosaurs can stay. I'm picking
Okay.
4.
So you're taking Bardoff,
Uh-huh.
Wolfie,
Yep.
Tiger, Snake.
Yeah.
The rest are staying here in Absalom.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can peddle enough money to supply the butcher in town to make sure they are fed well.
All right. So they're still in the pen because it has yet to be decided what's going to happen with them. But if you want to go for it, then
Yeah.
give me that roll.
Okay.
Believe I told you society is what you need.
I think it's nature.
Oh yeah, nature. Yeah, nature works as well.
With your regalia on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I need a bonus with that. Thank you. Yeah, +2 to
So-
nature with animals.
So who are you going for first?
The snake.
All right. I'm presuming you're activating your speak with animals to make things easier for you.
Sure am. $29.
All right. So you get to the cage, and the giant snake is there, and she looks at you, and she's like doing the whole snake thing, and she's like, it's the green one and her friends. What brings you here?
I would like you to join me and my circus.
More cages. More nuisance.
Not necessarily. If we become friends and team up, which I would love to do, you won't have to be in a cage. You can be like, and she points at, who would she have with her? Ashy. And she's outside of a cage.
So he looks at him. Who are you, whelp? And then like Ash kind of just grrr.
Ash, calm down. We're trying to make friends.
She's being mean to mommy. And the snake doesn't outright trust you.
I'll work on it.
Give me a perception check.
24.
Okay, with a 24, that's good enough. You can't tell specifically, but you can see that this giant snake has not been cared for well. There are signs of old wounds and old
Aw.
scars.
She's gonna look in her pocket for something. She's gonna be like, aha! And I think she finds a jerky. Sorry, my boyfriend's playing in the background. She takes out a piece of jerky, or like some sort of cured meat that she has. And she takes out like a chicken bone, like a chicken leg or something. I don't know, something a snake would like. I don't know, some giant steak. It must like meat.
Give me a nature roll.
Better than my last one. $33.
All right. You know that the jerky is not going to be something this snake's going to want. Um, the dietary needs of reptiles usually is when they're small, definitely some sort of rodentia or something like that, or small like chick. Something
Mm.
of this size, like it's gonna need either a live farm animal sized
Mm.
thing, or at least something that's been freshly butchered.
Okay. So I don't
But
have anything on me.
a
I wouldn't do it.
little bit of jerky is not something that would satisfy
No.
um, the snake. As you're talking to it, she just goes, "I'm in your cage, so I have no choice but to obey, since you seem to be the new master."
Well, you do have a choice. I can let you out right now and you can go free and be on your way. Or you can stay with me. And I will, when you get back to the circus, we can, I'll
I,
feed you a freshly killed animal or something.
I saw Cantrell's face. She is speaking with animal. You do not hear her unless you speak parcel tongue.
Trying to make her sweeten the pot.
um, you know that if you were
To open this, she'd probably kill me.
to open up the cage, there is a high probability that she would attack you. Um, you don't feel like you've made any positive leeway with the snake.
Damn it.
It's neutral.
Okay, I'll
She's
take
not
that.
she's not aggressive to you. She recognizes that you seem to be the one who's in charge of the animals, and she's recognizing your authority. Um, but she does not seem to have any respect for you whatsoever.
Well,
If she has the chance, she would swallow you whole.
yeah, I figured that as much. Well, you know what? I got this way with other animals. I can do it again.
All right. I'm presuming you're not going to go for the tiger.
I am not over the tiger. Maybe I'll have better luck with the tiger.
All right. Cool. You go over the tiger's pen, and the tiger's just walking around the cage. She's like stalking you, from behind the bars, just going back and forth, in her pen, and she just looks at you and she's like, and she just, I don't know if you've ever been to the zoo, but big cats do that weird snort thing, and she just looks at you and just exhales, she just kind of looks at you like, yeah, what? And give me that roll. See if you make an impression.
I think I might. 32. Wait, hold
30.
on, that was a wrong number. 35, actually, out of 19.
35. All right. So the tiger seems to be more receptive. She looks at you and she's like, "You look strong.
I am.
You are the new master."
In a way, yes. If you choose to join me.
Will I get my fill?
Yes, I will keep you well fed, and we will, as we can grow closer, you can come with me on adventures.
You would let me roam free.
Yes. As she points to Ashy. She roams free with me.
Hmm. It's like she looks at Ash and she just like tilts her head and she goes, "What say you, pup? Do you respect your master?" And then Ash looks up at Tiger and she looks at you and she has this confused look on her face and she's like, "Not master, mama." And the cat now looks confused. And she goes, "You think she's your mother?" And then when she asks the question, like Ash just nuzzles your leg and just rubs up against you, and she's like, and just does that dog low, that affectionate growl thing dogs do.
She's medium sized. I can't pick her up, but I can pet her.
Oh yeah,
She's
I
too
mean,
big now.
she still thinks she's a lap dog. If you've ever
Yeah,
had
she's a lab dog.
anyone who's had a big dog knows big dogs thinks they're lap dogs, and they're not. Just you just got to live with it.
Because she's not a pup anymore.
But yeah, she just obviously shows you signs of affection. She's like, um,
I rescued her when she was a wee baby from a awful ritual.
and she like sniffs the air. She's like, not really a wolf, but a wolf nonetheless. Strange. Smell like the little flying rats that used to be here.
She was about halfway through the ritual before I stepped in and saved her from the ritual that these awful demons were performing on her. Unfortunately, I didn't get there in time, so she's half wolf, half what would you say, bloodhound?
You know that they were trying to turn her fully into a bloodhound, which is a
Yeah.
demonic, demonic wolf. Um, and she just crouches down, on a stump, and she goes, "Feed me well, let me hunt, and I will join your pack."
Oh, that sounds like a deal done.
And she just goes, "I'm tired." And I won't make you make another perception check, but you can see again also she has they're faint, but she has old scars from definite mistreatment through the years.
Could I put my hand in the cage?
Just to try and pet her, or what do you like?
To touch the scars, yeah.
um that would need another check.
Okay. Nature check?
Yeah.
33.
She is a little hesitant at first when you reach for her scars. Like, there's obviously some trauma there, but she does seem to trust you and let you touch them. Um, and I mean, it's definitely old scar tissue that you can kind of see, like you've been the recipient of healing magic, and healing magic doesn't leave any scars, so whatever anything that was treated was done through normal means and not the greatest, because there's still scar tissue and stuff on her person. Um, Not enough so much where it deters from her striping, but you can feel under the fur that there are gashes and wounds of you would know specifically that they're of some sort of scourge or barbed whip.
She tells Schaffer looks at the tigress or the tiger and um, this will never happen to you under my care. What happened to you is unacceptable. She was no real tamer or beastmaster. She was a monster. I will never treat you this way.
She looks at you and she rounds herself and curls, and she just looks up at you over her her front paws, and she goes, "We'll see, new master. We'll see."
I will make you a promise on that. You will get nothing but good treatment from me and care, and we will have many adventures together. And she lays out her hand out and has her palm up, and I hope we can agree on that.
she'll rest her cheek into your palm and rub it, off putting her scent onto your hand.
And what is your name?
I don't have a name.
You don't have one?
It. Stupid cat.
No. You're
Wretched
not an
thing.
it. You're none of those things. I'm not thinking of a good tiger name.
Right, you can give it to me later, but she was never given an actual name. She's just a tiger.
No, she doesn't get that. She gets a name.
Well, when you come up with one, you can give it to her. I'm guessing you're done.
Yep. We will take them both. I will work on the snake.
All right. So just to be clear, you want to have their cages moved with you guys to Escadar.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to just tell you logistically. So you want them to be part of the circus. You want to try and, as you're traveling, have them be animal acts. Just so I'm clear in my head. Okay. All right.
And maybe the tiger will eventually become a companion. I don't know.
All right. So it will. Let's see. And travel time. Not that far. Doing this will add a day to your departure, so you're in Absalom for a day, because they basically have to get food for them to travel from Absalom to Escadar. Because remember, so the island is like this, and there's a small island up here. That's where Escadar is, on the southwestern edge. So you have to travel from Absalom up and around to Escadar, and then from Escadar down to Carrick. So they were not expecting to have two big animals to have food for from Absalom. heading to Escadar, so they're gonna need the dock master will tell you specifically that they are gonna need a day, um, logistically. You don't have to do anything; we can just skip past it. But if you're gonna spend an extra day in Absalom, if there's anything you would like to do, you can do so. Um, I will give one nugget. Um, Gwennon, you notice that Jathal is wearing his necklace openly. And I'm not 100% sure if you're wearing yours out in the open or not.
Uh, yeah, I think that having sort of mulled through it, kind of after I received it and figuring out what to do, and you know, um, the only way I'm going to prompt a discussion at some point is if mine is visible. So I'll do that.
All right. So then we'll do this. Yeah, that's enough to notice because you're not trying to hide it. So cut back to breakfast. You know, you guys are doing whatever you're doing. I guess this is more like, yeah, still breakfast. You guys kind of Scooby Gang about. And while Jathal is eating,
My dog's causing problems.
Oh, that's. I mean, I mean, you know, if he's just chill in the background, that's fine. You know, the amount of animal lovers on our show.
I told you she has an open door policy.
No, I haven't seen or heard of anyone complain of the multitude of animals that show up on our cast. So,
Well, if they complain about Oreo, they're gonna get an earful from me.
No worries. As far as I can tell, everyone is in some way, shape, or form animal lover. But Jathal's, he's finishing up his meal. He's sipping his tea. He looks over at you and he goes, "Oh, Gwennon, I did not know you got an amulet to match mine."
When I woke up this morning, I was wearing it. I thought perhaps, well, I wasn't sure what to think exactly. I don't know. If you don't know about it, I'm not just exactly sure where it came.
All right. I am going to let you make a religion check first.
Oh, that's a nice. That would be a 31.
Okay, that is good enough. So because you know that you've been in some way you don't understand graced by Desna, you know that there is a story in the annals of the religion of star-crossed lovers. Oh, someone subscribed. Oh, that's weirds.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I-
weirds.
It just popped up on there. Like, yeah, sure, why not? Ding.
I heard the noise. I hear
Sorry
the
about it.
noise. Sorry.
So that
I,
means it worked. Nice.
yes. I the one for the Twitch donations, I think, has a shorter sound, so it's sometimes hard for me to hear it. Um, but yeah, so there is a story of star-crossed lovers who were um, separated due to um, differences in station, and they're both Des Knights. I think that's what Desna followers are called. I don't know. I'm making it up now. It's Des Knights. It's
Aha.
dangerous territory there,
it's,
brother.
it's now canon. What's Paizo gonna do? I'm not making money off of it. They can't sue me.
Oh, that's not what I'm referring to.
As Knights.
One letter off there, bro.
Nah. It's everyone. It's DESNA. It's Desna, so it's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
And separated through station. They unfortunately were doomed never to meet again after being separated. However, the story goes that their prayers to Desna were answered, and she blessed them with a token each that would allow them to periodically be able to travel to one another. You're not 100% sure, but you have a feeling that whatever blessing that you received from Desna is tied to these two necklaces. The one that you gifted Jathal, and apparently one that Desna gifted you. What they do, you're not 100% sure. But they seem to be linked in some manner of fashion. And that is for you to decide if you want to explore that or not. You just have this feeling that the necklaces themselves are connected.
Okay. Would Jathal know that story?
Oh yeah, he would know the story if you mention it.
Okay. I will go get myself probably a light breakfast and sit down with him and you know, recall or, mention the story to him as we have breakfast. And I think at that point we'll just kind of leave it hanging.
Okay, and
I may want to go back and do more research on the story.
yeah, he
Find out if something horrible happens or something. So anyway, you know,
it's a very ambiguous story as far as tales are. Um, the the myth the myths around tales for Desna are usually cloaked in vagary. They're because one of Desna's domains is travel. reaching understandings is the journey of the journey is part of the religion, and sometimes you only have a star to guide you and nothing else. And so some of the tales are told in that manner, where there is some sort of guidance to what one would suspect the ending is. But anything that is not definitive lore is usually subject to interpretation by the reader.
Well, being of the travel domain, turns out I will, kind of think this through and ponder it.
Okay. All right. Anyone else doing anything else in the day? You can ply your wares. Do some.
I would like to know or look for a bandolier of throwing and find out how much that's going to be.
So I'm only doing this because it's errata, and I don't like the bandolier was actually discontinued in Pathfinder.
Okay, then
because-
don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm
I just want
perfectly
to
happy
I just want to
without
explain
it.
it so people understand. So the way the bandolier was written originally in a Pathfinder was mechanically for the system was technically overpowered. They didn't play test it properly. My personal opinion. They initially eroded the bandoliers, and then basically removed the bandolier designation completely. So Legacy and Remaster no longer have the bandolier. They've been retconned out of existence. You can still have a bandolier and it still works as a pouch where you store an item. You still need a manipulation action to work with them.
No offense, but it's just way too much information. Can't have it. All good. Not worried about it. Sounds good.
I know, but I like to let people know why. I know I can, DM, I can just say no because I'm the DM and, that's how it is. But
That's all right.
Again,
it's good.
Oh, no.
I'm shocked that Paizo did not playtest something thoroughly. That's laced with sarcasm. If you didn't notice.
Wild. I would never
I
see that coming.
know. Wow, they had to backtrack. That's fine. It's all good.
Yep. I have to look them up, but I believe there are runes that you can get. There's also there's an item that works similarly to a Ring of Readiness that you can also use. I have to look it up if it's something. I know what you want to do, but if you let me know specifically if that's the route you want to go, I'll roll it and see if you can find it, at a shop or through a vendor, or if it's something that could be.
We can talk about it off camera.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spend time on this. We'll talk about it off camera.
Yep.
What are you talking about? This is the perfect time for a shopping episode.
No.
Everybody's been talking about it in the chat. I'm sorry.
Me poor with not a single piece of gold to my name right now because I just joined yet. No, we're not going shopping.
You think I have money? The money's actually the circus. It goes to the circus.
All right.
Milo's looking at the situation going, that's not true. He's thinking to himself, that's not true. The money's going to feed the pets.
My money is going to feed the pets.
Yeah.
Drop their heads around.
I bet the circus money's going to feed the pets. You have
There's a lot.
dinosaurs. They eat entire cows.
Oh man. All right. So I'm presuming if no one else is going to do anything else, you guys spend, another night in Absalom. Things are fine, merriment.
Oh. I
Yes.
did come up with the name for the tiger.
Okay.
I'm naming her Jade.
Jade.
Not Tony.
hmm
I thought you were
No.
going to go with Tony.
No, it's a female.
Just mark it down on your character sheet so I'll have it as reference when I make a
Yeah.
token for her.
I will be using her going forward. I'm going to be giving Barf a little bit of a break.
All right. So Jade and the snake get packed onto the boat. The crew is a little wary, as they lower them into the bowels of the ship. You guys, like I said, there's no real piracy in the waters in this area of the world. There is some, but not, not to the point where, ooh, I heard dice rolling. Did something happen? Or did someone
I
roll
don't know
dice?
the name of the snake net, but we're not there yet.
We got a new follower, Azim.
Ah, that's what I
You.
heard.
Oh,
Thank you for the follow.
awesome.
Yay!
Barely caught that. I was like, found it.
I just wanted to know if someone actually rolled dice, like, the 3 dice, or if there was an actual notification, because it uses the same sound on my end. So I just had to check. So there's little to no piracy. You guys don't have to worry about that. You guys get to Escadar. You meet the constable. She greets you guys warmly. She's a little sad, to see you guys go. I mean, but a deal's a deal. The land that you guys are using was never going to be a permanent fixture for you guys. There are...
Not yet.
No, there actually there are plans to cultivate the land and turn it into farmland because of the Aeon stone in this area now being stable, not 100% repaired. It's stable. The issues that were causing fertility in the land are abating. So the marshy, like, crap swampy area that was to the south of where you guys had the camp is actually been clearing up. So they're actually converting a lot of the area into farmland and keeping their deal with Shathra. They are specifically and purposefully leaving portions of the northern forest area and that mountain region alone as a habitat for the wolves. So that way they can have a place where they can hunt and not disturb the people of Escadar. And the people of Escadar, you see that there are notices posted that beyond certain points is a wolf sanctuary, and that no poaching is allowed past those points. So how much of that is going to be adhered to, you don't know, but the constable did keep her word as far as making sure the wolves would be unaccosted since you brokered that deal for them. And the circus gets packed up. the people are sad to see you go, especially the kids. You know, there's like a army of little kids following you guys as you're, you know, packing up the boat and
Whatever's
whatnot.
left of our little stuffed dolls, we're throwing out for the kids as we're leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh God, yeah, okay. So
Just
you're not gonna use that for the new area. You can give it to the kids.
Nah.
We made new ones.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We made Bardolph bears and a new tiger cub, you know, stuffies, you know, stuff like that. Triceratops.
I'd even make some for prizes for some of the games we might install
Yeah.
into our circus.
All right, cool. I
Shimmer
dig it.
will refill her backpack of plushies just to bring, so we do have something to give.
Just a little bit. Some, yeah, we have stuff.
Oh,
It would
The
just
ones I
start.
had are gone. They're just gone.
Yeah, yeah.
I had 4 left in my bag, so I'm refilling my bag.
Okay, so you probably
Alright.
grab like another 10.
Mm. All right.
Look,
So,
we'd have
yeah.
more animals that we can make merchandise out of.
So yeah, the animals are glad to see their mama.
The Velociraptor's questionable.
It has been long enough. You can now attempt another roll for the Velociraptors.
I only had one. I had him, and then I had the armored thing.
Yeah, you had. Is he okay?
The armored thing. He's fine.
Okay, is he quite sure?
He was
He's
dying.
fine.
He's fine.
Yeah. So you had the Velociraptor, the Triceratops, and there's the. Oh my God! What the hell is his name? The
Forgot. Had a
Yeah.
big ball in his thing.
yeah.
Oh, Pinacosaurus.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. He loves me. He's already mine. Yeah, I still come up with the name for that Tricer. Oh, right. I named him Trikey.
Yep.
Okay. I see it now. 32.
All right. With 32, the little ornery Velociraptor, seems friendlier towards you.
I'm getting there.
You have to remember you've rolled really bad consecutively.
I know. With that
it-
one, I rolled really bad.
It had a very poor reputation with you. The 32 brings it, more neutral. It doesn't just outright want to rip you to shreds. Like
Progress.
like it recognizes, you're the one that, gives it food. So, it's like it's more of like, I'll tolerate you as long as you keep feeding me.
I'm getting there. Trikey,
Yeah.
I have more friendship with.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to keep it calm because for some reason, when you're showing it affection, it has its nervous tick is to slam its tail, and that can be detrimental to people and things around it. So,
Trikey? Oh yeah, he's massive. So yeah.
oh yeah, he's huge, like literally, he's
So-
a huge
So
creature.
is he? I have good reputation though with Trikey.
Yes, his reputation with you is good.
Okay, we're
You
good. We're
rolled-
good on him.
When you were rolling with him, it was exceptionally well. You
Oh yeah. Pinacosaurus is good. He loves me. He loved me since a baby.
Yep.
Bardolph is good. The tiger Jade is now. How does Jade feel for me?
Jade is like I hate to give because she is
Like getting there.
She's on the positive side of neutral. Let's just say that.
Okay, so not enough for me to take her with me yet. She's not there yet.
Nope.
And then the snake is not there yet at all.
Yeah. No,
Okay, at least I have where they all are. with me.
Yeah, the snake is solidly neutral. It won't outright attack you. but it has no reverence for you whatsoever. You're just another master who has it in the cage.
I will. I will work on her. I will work on her.
All right, so so everything gets loaded on the way. Actually, um, what's going to happen is because the ship has to come back um, in the dock area. You're basically going to have to rent out some warehouse space to house the animals that are going from Escadar to Absalom and feed them while the boat makes its way back. So you guys are going to get dropped off at Carrick. Once you guys are unloaded, dropped off, that same boat is going to head back to Escadar to move the remaining animals from Escadar to Absalom, and then they'll be held on the menagerie fairgrounds and cared for until you guys have a more permanent presence there. So logistically, that's how it's going to work out for the circus.
Okay.
Um,
Ah,
Also, this is under another logistic. Sorry, a lot of people are using their fireplaces, and the fire smoke is getting to me.
oh. Understandable though. It is winter.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I like to keep my windows open because I
Mm.
overheat easily, and my sinuses don't like it. It's literally a bloody mess. So
Yep, yep.
I have to keep myself regulated. Um, so, but it's fine. Um, as far as prestige goes, because you're limited on size and the wealth of the area is also limited, your prestige is capped at 16 for this
I'm
leg.
sorry. At
This
what number?
0?
capped at 16, 1-6.
Oh, 16. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, so basically, you even so your so if your prestige would go over, it won't count. It will cap out at 16 just because that's just the any
That's
higher
nice.
any higher and basically the locals wouldn't be able to afford you
Right.
because
That's why we're not taking the Triceratops.
remember the prestige ties into the actual circus price of how much gold you get for performances. So
Yeah,
if
we don't want to overshoot it, but we
yep,
also don't want to undershoot it by like less than half.
yep, correct. You want to try and stay at least within a few points or get it too close to cap as possible without going over, because there are again penalties for exceeding your prestige cap.
Yep.
We haven't done the math for that in a while, but just as a reminder, um, there is a the circus is a portion of the show. It's a role play mechanic that is part of this whole process. It's basically how the crew earns their money. There are circus acts, and when we do a performance, you'll see how that plays out. So
Okay.
you guys pack who you're going to pack the things you're going to pack in Escadar. Pretty much all tent structures, seating, yada yada.
My magical spotlight.
Yep, you earned it. Your spotlight. I'm not going to take it away from you.
Mhm.
You stole it. You stole it fair and square.
Hey, finders keepers, losers weepers.
Um, so yeah, all that stuff gets packed. You make your way from Escadar to Carrick. The animals that are staying stay in one of the warehouses. in Escadar. Let's see, nothing happens there. No hookups or anything like that on the way to Carrick. You guys get to Carrick, and we're going to take a quick break while you guys, just because we're now in Carrick. This is where you're going to start meeting people and things of that nature. You have to decide. There's going to be some travel decisions. I will let you know that now. There is the way this part of the adventure is laid out has a lot of intrigue. I will tell you now that there are things that are happening in the background that you may run across, and you may find out through some sort of other means. Things are not out in the open. So if your spidey senses are tingling and you feel like you want to do something to expound or make things clearer, you'll have to let me know, because that affects how reactions from people and how certain encounters will happen later on in the adventure. And I need to know how you're going to react or not react to certain things, because they're setup points for other things. So that's the only hint I will give you, just so you're not flying blind. Just because usually this type of storytelling is not a commonality in role-playing games, but it's definitely a thing Pathfinder likes to do. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware that not everything that can be done is going to be offered to you off hat. You may have to try and figure a lot of things out by interactions with people, places, and things. All right.
All right.
Yes, sir. Break.
Alrighty. So sit back, everyone. We're going to take a short break, like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we shall be back.
Rehydrate. Be right back.
Yeah. Give me
separate school system didn't. So all of the kids that want to take band switch school systems, and the school systems get money based on the number of students in their system. So there's
And
built-in
we're live.
competition.
Can everybody hear me?
Back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
I think we're still waiting on tilt, but it's enough for.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm just getting the camera back set up. You're good.
Ah. good.
Ah.
And that's
So give me 2 seconds to get the camera rolled. You can keep going, of course, but yeah, I'll be ready in a second.
No worries. All right. So while you guys are pulling in to Carrick, I am going to need all of you to give me a fortitude save pour favor.
Sure
Do I also need to do it
thing.
for my animal, for Ashy?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh boy, these are bad.
Not bad for me.
Saves.
I think mine is all right.
Hard for me to judge, actually, since I don't know the scale for this system. So
You
It is
sit
what
them
it
around
is.
the table.
Yeah. Well, so we will start with Shema.
28.
28. You are fine. The water is a bit choppy coming into Carrick.
Oh, I'm gonna get seasick.
Okay, Shathra.
23 for Shafra, 24 for Ashy.
Okay, so you both feel ill. You are. Let's do this. What's the roll?
Throwing up.
Actually, can you give me a D4 for each of you?
Okay. Four and 2.
Who got the 4?
Me.
Okay, so you are going to be sickened 1 for 4 hours. And Ash is going to be sickened 1 for 2 hours.
Okie dokie.
Milo,
I got a 22.
22. Roll me a D4, please.
Two.
You are sickened 1 for 2 hours. Gwenin,
I got a nat 20 for 37.
you are 100% fine. You have the most amazing sea legs. Being part of the travel domain, this is nothing to you.
Jazal and I are doing the Titanic thing on the front of the boat. No.
Oh my gosh. I would love that.
Oh yeah, what did Jethal roll?
Yeah, what did Jazal roll? Maybe not.
I'm rolling for him now. Let's see. Let's see.
Holding your arms up. Oh, bleh.
Actually, he just makes it. He
Oh,
actually
okay, well, there you go.
Titanic time.
he hit the DC exactly.
Whee!
He did not roll well, but he rolled well enough. Ew.
Assuming that's a fortitude roll.
Yep.
That is a dirty 30, I believe. Yep.
Dirty 30. You're fine if this is dirty 30.
Yep.
And lastly, Cantrell, what'd you get?
29.
29. You, sir, are fine. Some of your companions look a little green around the gills, but you know.
I can't get any more greener.
It is.
Oh yes, you can.
Yeah. Trust me,
Just see Schaffer just over the bowels of just constantly throwing up.
I've been
Can we get off this boat?
I've been fishing for rockfish before. I've seen plenty of people chum the waters. It is a sight to behold. For
Man,
sure.
this is why I prefer dry land and not boats.
Yeah. I used to be in the Navy, actually.
Nice. Thank you for your service. I mean, you're Canadian, so I guess still.
Still service.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a good Navy.
We do.
So, Kentrell, just because you're the sort of the de facto ringleader, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can. I can actually do these. Yay! 10th level wizard.
Woohoo.
Let's see. That's gonna be a 31.
Okay. So, with a 31, as you're, on the boat doing the whatevers, you find a copy of the Swordlands Gazetteer. And this is a handout I'm going to make available to the players.
Ooh. Nice.
Yay.
So, this will be under your handouts section, everyone. So basically, it is a primer of the area. So, the ship you're on it does more than just move cargo. It has travelers and things of that nature. This is just a pamphlet that you just find on somewhere lying on the deck. That just gives a general description of the Swordlands. So that way I don't have to go repeating myself. But usually natives to the Swordlands just call it the Sword. Natives are called sword folks.
Okay.
Swad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has more of a Gaelic undertone to it. Just from the things I've read about the area, they seem kind of a mix of either old Gaelic or I guess is it I guess it's Sutherford in England. In England, I'm not sure. Like there's like a the folksy folk of the island nations, that type of deal. So you guys pull into the dock, and it's a bustle. Like I said, it's a busy port. Again, you know that there is a large grain and other industries related to agriculture here, and this is the prominent port because most of the agriculture, well, actually, yeah, most, like a good 90% comes from this area, and Carrick is the port where most of the ins and outs of it goes. So as you're getting off the ship, through the bustle of the town docks, a distinctive figure, a human man, medium height, middling age, thinning, salt and pepper hair, swept back, brow, bushy eyebrows, has a thick mutton chop sideburns, and neatly trimmed mustache. His smooth chin. Um, and he has somber look about him. He has formal garb. He seems to be, looking about. He has the looks of a solicitor. You can see him looking around and looking around. He has a small flower pinned on his lapel. It has a very dark shade of purple. Um, Again, his eyes are sweeping the crowd. When he sees you guys coming out, his eyes kind of lock onto your group, and he approaches. Uh, Excuse me, are you I guess the performers that we're expecting?
Yes. I assume that you are Mayor Danby?
Oh,
Danby?
it's the Vandy, Upper Vandy, and
Upper Dandy.
he reaches out to shake your hand. And for those that want to know how
Yes.
it's spelled, it's Opper, Vandy,
Gotcha.
Vandy, Upper Vandy.
Gotcha.
And he goes,
Alright.
I'm the master here of Carrick Grange, and also the mortician for the good people of Carrick and its surroundings. Um, it's like we're very pleased to have you here. Um, thank you for coming. Um, it's like
My pleasure.
we the town could use some jubilation. Yes, jubilation. That's what we'll call you, jubilation.
Yeah.
Um, and
Oh,
when he says that, he kind of nervously pulls a kerchief from his pocket and wipes his brow. And he seems there's no need for perception checks for this, but he seems a little twitchy. You're not sure if it's just a personality trait of his. He just he seems like he's a little tightly wound.
Could I have AO, who at this point looks like a kindly old lady, just look at him and say, "What's wrong, sweetie? You look a little nervous."
Okay. Because of the way you asked the question, I need a society check from you, please.
Yep. Well, it was a good dice roll. That is a 33.
All right. He looks at you and he goes, "Oh, madam. It's nothing you need concern yourself with. There's just the area's been having troubling times, with the droughts and and the bandits and he like kind of mumbles under his breath, the dead bodies. Just the you all being here, just is will help alleviate the somber mood of the people. I'm sure that they'll be very appreciative of you fine folk being here. Uh, uh, if you want, you can use some lodgings that I have, requisitioned for your troops and yourselves. Um, and there is a fine warehouse for you to stage all of your stuff and things while we find and prepare some sort of fairgrounds for you. So
Huh.
I'm not sure if that's something you wish to do on your own, or if you, wish.
Well, allow me. I will ask that we thank you for the foresight of needing lodgings while we set up, but it should not be for longer than maybe a night or two. Once we have our set up in the fairgrounds, we'll be able to vacate the lodgings to make room for customers and other enjoyers of the festival. So we thank you for receiving us in the sward.
All right. So you're agreeing to his hospitality. He motions to the dockmaster. Um, there is some dock housing for the workers and whatnot. Um, and he goes. He basically asks, if he looks at you guys, since you're kind of the tight knit group. He goes, are you? I guess you're the primary runners of the circus. If you would like, you're more than welcome to stay at my house. I was gonna say establishment. What is establishment also? Because it's the mortuary. But I can provide you with some lodgings and some food. It's a quaint. I have you know a butler and a maid who have taken care of me throughout the years. They're fine folk, fine folk, fine folk. Everyone here is fine folk. Yeah, fine folk. Um, uh, if you would like to perhaps visit the town or speak with the locals or what have you, you can ask anyone, and they can direct you to my home, and I will prepare rooms for you all. Are any of you perhaps sharing of rooms, or do you all need individual space, or I'm not quite sure of your arrangements?
Well, considering that we are indeed a tight-knit group, we usually try to stay in clusters. Uh, so uh, some of us may actually stay with the main circus performers. Some of us prefer to uh, deviate to quieter spots. So we can go over those logistics uh, here in a moment. But thank you again for such hospitality.
He goes,
I was not aware.
he's like, Pashon, I insist you stay with me. There's plenty of room, plenty of room.
Hmm.
It's just um, you fine folk are doing a huge service to the town. So yes, yes. Like I said, I will prepare things for dinner. Um, um, I presume meat and fish is primarily to everyone's liking. Um, Definitely will have some definitely some of the best that we have to offer made for you.
Ah,
Well,
that's what I wanted to hear. And she's gonna try and hold. Shala's gonna try and hold her throw back from the season. Good. We need lots of hard liquor.
Um, would wine be acceptable?
it will.
Got
Thank
anything
you.
stronger?
Uh, um, I, I, I don't really
It'll
have.
be fine.
It'll be
And
The
fine.
wine
Is
will
good.
be just fine.
I'll stop by the
Thank
tavern
you.
and pick up a bottle. Thank you.
Okay. He kind of makes a note, and he's like, you know, whispering to himself, see if, to see. He's like kind of, check the stores to see if he has anything stronger than what he has. But
Yeah.
he kind of scurries off into
As he turns away
yep.
and he starts walking, I want to walk with him and just like shake his hand and say, I'm listening. I can tell that you're worried and nervous, and I'm not sure if it's about us. We're simple folk. Whatever you provide's going to be fine. So I don't want you to worry about that. But if there's other things that we need to know about, can you let me know here? And I have a feat called Glad Hand, which basically allows me to make a diplomacy check to make an impression on the creature rather than needing to converse for 1 minute.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Give me a second because I have to look at something because that may trigger. Let's see.
I am causing problems. This is excellent.
No, you're not causing. No, you're not.
It is-
You're
Oh,
not.
this is
You're
my-
not. You're
Heavy
not
me.
causing problems. This is
Your-
My
definitely.
job is to
We like this.
hornet's nest and see what happens. This is awesome.
This
Your
is,
friends would be proud of you.
This is.
Yep, let's make shit happen. Let's go.
This is definitely something that is accounted for. So roll me.
I'm gonna
your
roll for the diplomacy check.
Roll me your diplomacy.
Remember, you have 2 hero points. Just
Oh yes, everyone
I
has
got a
2 hero points
natural
now.
20.
Oh,
I got
jeez,
a
okay.
natural 20 for a total of 35.
All right,
woohoo!
Nice.
all right. So do me a favor.
Always.
Let's
Always willing to do you a favor,
roll me.
but I'm not going to
2
roll any dice. Other than that,
Yeah.
we're good.
No, roll me 2d6, and don't tell me the total. I need the individual numbers.
Okay, can you repeat that, please?
Roll 2d6 and let me know the individual numbers.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay. Okay.
To be clear, like for role playing, Milo actually has
so-
a very kind heart.
Oh, I know.
And he's very good at listening. He's learned over the years that the less you talk, the more you learn. So he's doing his best to put him at ease and to not only give him the impression that Milo is there to care for him, because he actually is.
All right, cool. He kind of whispers to you and it's like, "You seem like a kindly fellow." He's like, he looks like he kind of notices your gray, like your salt and peppery hair, and you're about the same age. He kind of has that generational lock on you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And he goes, just there's some things just that are concerning me. One is these are rumors. People say things. But supposedly the life fruit stone is waking up. And the statues are walking again. At least that's what people say, but no one's making offerings like they used to, and things might be bad because of that. I'm not sure, but there are troubles on the roads that could be leading to that, and Then there's the Shuni. The
The what?
the Shuni. Do you not know what Shuni are? Um, they're a demi-human race. They're I hate to say it. I mean, they're dog folk is I guess the simplest and kindest way I can say it. I mean, they're people. They just have the appearance of dogs, like literally,
Right.
like they
Yeah,
look like.
no, I understand.
Um,
They're causing problems on the roads as well.
no, um, in Castonley, um, there are songs, of you know of the dead, and that
S-
there's Shuni who are digging up the graves and you know very morbid things. But I mean,
It sounds
there's
terrible.
there's no proof. It's rumors. You know how small town folk are. You know weird things happen. People tell tales, and one thing leads to
Yeah.
another, and then there's torches and
Well, small
pitchforks and
towns, right?
whatnot.
I mean, usually they take something and they make it bigger because
Hmm.
they need entertainment, and that's what our troop is here to do: is offer entertainment. Well, not actually me. I'm actually just a just a guard.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
they they don't really trust me with too much stuff yet. That's
I,
okay though.
I don't know. I mean, you seem, like, I mean, you have a good ear. I mean,
Cantrell seems like a solid guy. So the barbarian's a little weird though. Did you know she has a triceratops? Like, who the heck goes around with a triceratops?
what's, what's, tri- say, what's the
It's a
triceratops?
big dinosaur. You'll have to listen. I'll give you free entry into the circus so that you can see this thing. Okay? It's it's insane. You just got to be careful when it starts to wag its tail, because its tail is about the size of 3 carts. Is there
Um,
anything else? Don't worry about the hard liquor, okay? We'll pick some up on the way. You got enough on your plate. We'll be just fine. Is
mm,
there anything else that I should know?
I mean, no, I didn't know. I you've been more than helpful. Like I said, you seem like a very kind person. Um, you know, thank you for listening. To Altered Echo Archives. Thank you for the raid.
Wow. Welcome, Raiders.
We appreciate you. We are in the middle of the beginnings of our Extinction Curse campaign, AP3 for those who are Pathfinder savvy. Um, we've just landed in Carrick, and we are finding out some information of things that are happening in the town. The mayor has just enlightened some of his burdens onto Milo here, um, and we're gonna go from there. He thanks you, and he shakes your hand. You can tell that
Listen,
he's still holding on to something, but but
it's okay.
the fact that you
I'm just
got that
I'm gonna
much out of him is
no. I'm just gonna look at him and go. I can tell that you're holding something, but it's okay. You hold on to it, and then when you want to unburden yourself from it, I'll be around. It'll be fine. Okay? No judging here. I'm just here to listen. And if we can help, or I can help, I'd be happy to.
oh, right.
Okay, now above board, he said the life root stone is waking up and the statues are walking again because no one is making offerings.
Correct.
Okay, and the Ishune,
Shuni.
the you're gonna have to spell that for me.
Shuni is Shoony. They're a
The
demi-human.
Shuni. Okay,
Yeah, they're a demi-human
right.
dog race.
Yeah, got
They,
it. The
they sees
Shuni in was a Castonley?
Caston
Lee.
Caston Lee.
Caston Lee.
Yeah.
There is something about the dead or digging up the dead. I thought I heard songs of the dead, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah. So the rumor is that there are some Shuni or a particular Shuni that basically has some sort of affinity with the dead, sings to them. He digs their graves, and apparently he's been seen dancing with ghosts. Is the official rumor?
Okay, necromancer, cool.
Okay, so I thank him and I say, Mr. Vandy, I really appreciate it. We'll be along shortly after we sort some things out. I have to talk to our leader of our troop. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
He thanks you too, and he scurries off, you know, and he greets some people. You can see him talking. You can see that he's talking to some dock workers and things like that as he goes. Ooh, is that a follower?
I go back to the group, and in particular Cantrell, because Cantrell is my
Very bad.
commander or leader in the Pathfinders, and I just look at Cantrell and I say I was able to get him to open up a little bit. It's surprising what people will tell an older guy. So
I know it.
right. So I was able to gather a couple things. And I tell Cantrell about the life root stones waking up, and then I tell him about the Shuni. And, Vandy's got a lot on his plate. We should be careful on how much we impose on him, like staying with him and stuff like that. I think we should be a bit kind when it comes to what we're asking him to do, because I think he is overworked and obviously very anxious.
As you're regaling him of your efforts, he's actually got the gazetteer in his hand, and he's kind of going over some of the more recent events. He's kind of seen a couple pictures of certain individuals, certain locations, and is just kind of nodding along. He's like, "That's very good. Means we're definitely in the right place. And that means we have quite a bit of ground to cover. But for now, let's just relax."
Since you have the gazetteer, when he mentions Cantrell, when he mentions Caston Lee, like there's a map of the area, and the map that you have, and you can see that it's a fair ways south from Carrick.
I'll need someone to help me with the geography and the distance, but we're not terribly far off. Just
Well, I default to your, what you think we need to do, but I can usually quite often I can get people to open up.
Is this being shared just between the two of you, or with the rest of us as well?
I assume I'm with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, my apologies. No, I assumed that I'm telling all of you guys. I thought we were in a group talking.
No, me too. I'm just making sure I got it right.
I do think I would be probably talking more to Cantrell, because technically he is my superior officer in the Pathfinders.
It would be helpful to make sure that our tight-knit group is tight-knit. So
No, I assume I'm telling everybody anyway.
yeah.
When you mention the what was that? The seeds of
Life root stone.
The life root stones. Yeah.
I'd like to do a thing as.
Okay, here's one of your things. I've been waiting for these.
We're gonna do some cursed oracle shit right here.
Let's go.
I'd like to use one of my focus spells if possible. I will take the time to cast it. It takes about a minute. But the thing is, thankfully, it's only somatic, so we're probably going to be doing some weird gestures inside of our sleeves. I'd like to use access lore here. You sift through the multiverse's divine knowledge, seeking out tidbits related to a particular subject. I would like to learn more about those seeds, what they are, where they might be, if they pose a threat, how we're supposed to handle them, anything you're willing to give me in that particular vein.
Okay. And is there a corresponding role?
It says choose a lore skill. I gain, buffed for that thing for the roll, but it doesn't really give me more than that.
Okay, give me a second. Let's see.
It's not super duper expansive.
Let's see. Another follower. Thank you for following. Let's do this. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is the. So you can choose any lore that you don't actually have, or
so basically you pick the role, and what it basically does is I can have a lore. If I need that lore skill, I can buff it to the same level proficiency rank as my oracle spellcasting if it's not already there or higher, basically.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, that's right, because
So
there's
it just
multiple
basically
lores.
it just vastly buffs my, if I don't have it already, the lore skill for that check. That's all it does.
I mean, it would be basically, regional, like it would be Swartland's lore.
Yep.
And let's see.
Since I'm not trained in their particular lore, I would basically just get buffed to expert as a result. Is basically what it is.
Okay, thank you, Spare. Spare gave a health potion to Shothra.
Oh, nice.
So make a note of
Thank
that on your
you.
character sheet, please.
Aw, Trent, you're being so nice.
I'm waiting
At
for the
least
shoe to drop on the
have
other
the
side.
characters.
So give me a second, because what you're asking for is a little further down the road. So So give me the roll. What's your roll?
Okay, let me get that for you real quick. What does expert do as far as adding numbers? I haven't played Pathfinder in a while.
Expert gives a +4.
Yep.
On top of your level. So since we're 10th level, it'd be a +14.
Well, you're 10th, we're
Make
9th.
sense, so that would be a
Okay,
plus
if you're 9th
we're
level,
ninth.
it's +13.
Oh, plus 13. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to do the math here. 15 plus 13 is 28, I want to say? 28.
All right, 28. So you've heard tell tale of you've heard tale of in this area, that from stories you've heard, murmurs, that the life root is the life root stone is, deep within the Swartland area. Um, um, that pilgrimages are made to the stone and different locations um, in the Swordlands to offer um, prayer to Aridin, um, because the lore of the lands is basically um, the isles in this area are a gift from Aridin um, when after the Great Fall, which was a cataclysm that happened centuries ago. Um, and Aridin rose certain islands um, out from underneath the sea after the basically, you know, for understanding the giant meteors that bombarded, um, the planet um, struck, and Aridin had raised these land masses to some degree and made them fertile. And in Aridin's travels, he discovered a an area called the Vast, which is
Call the
underground.
what?
The Vast,
Okay.
VAST, and it's you just know it's described as an underworld domain, very much different from the above world. Um, from the descriptions that you know of, um, it's like an alternate version of what the Underdark is described as
Okay.
in the civilized areas. You know, deep ruts, caves, glowing mushrooms. You know, all sorts of different species. The climate is near inhospitable. You would think that being underground it would be cool, but it's very humid in places. Um,
Okay.
and these statues, um, basically, people offer tribute to Aridin there throughout the Swordlands. And these tributes are meant to um, not only keep Aridin appeased, but also are a form of um, piety to also um, keep the Ion Stones powered. That is the the lore behind
Hmm.
it. Anything outside of which is all generalities. There's no, the things you've read show no definitive proof. No one's ever seen these statues walking.
So,
The Aeon stones are a thing because of dealings with Cantrell and him telling you that what they've gone and they've stabilized the one and things of that nature, and they know that there's a good group of individuals that are trying to either corrupt or destroy them for some reason. Which you haven't figured out yet.
so
Is that
I'll
Aeon or Ion?
I mean, I guess Aeon. It's Aeon.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mm.
so I'm gonna repeat, or at least synthesize this information and explain it to the crew, and add that, in this one's humble opinion, a trip to the Aeon Stones might be in order at some point or another, at the very least to verify this whole theory about offerings and disasters.
Well, we are a traveling circus. It doesn't say no to us actually going to towns close by. So I feel like we'll set up here, gather intel for some time, have the circus function while we go and explore these new lands to us. That way, the circus can still get revenue. We can still do our part for the good folk of the sword. And Shathra can beat some heads up if she gets lucky enough.
I also want to make a Milo make a note on your character sheet that Spare Thoughts gave you advantage on a roll.
Holy crap.
Didn't need it, but you got it.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Save it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to be nice the next time I'm game mastering for him.
That's
Damn
there.
it.
It's there until you use it. That's how the donations work.
Fine. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Spare Thoughts. It feels weird saying that when I know the guy's first name.
So it's gonna be, it's gonna take a while for the ship to get properly unloaded and situated into the warehouse you've accepted. A fairground has not been decided for you yet. I'm sure when you speak with Vandy later on tonight that you guys can discuss that. I need to know if you're doing anything in town prior to heading to his house for dinner.
Well, we do have to pick up a bottle of hard liquor.
Yes, I need to buy some booze.
Yeah, there is a dock bar, a swarthy establishment that is all too familiar to the likes of Shrathra.
Bye, people.
I guess I would just explore the town a little bit, get to know it a little bit better.
I think I'll join Shima on just doing some handshaking and just like introducing ourselves to the people so that they
I
know.
need to know specifically what you're trying to do with the meeting of the town people. Just because it's a story point, so I need to know what you're trying to find out, if you're trying to find out anything, or what you're trying to do, if you're trying to do anything specific.
Promoting the circus.
Okay, so you're specifically trying to increase the prestige. So make that roll for me, please.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, it is a society or performance check.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go with. They're both the same, so we'll go with performance because it is actually something I'm trained in doing.
Also, if there's any kids that are nearby as he's doing this, I would hand them a plushie of Ash.
One promo. All right, it's not bad. All right, so there. Okay. 34.
Okay. So give me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
So that is. I'm definitely gonna have to import these two APs eventually. Oh no, just because it's gonna be a pain in the butt having to switch campaigns to look at the handouts.
Right.
For the info. So but I didn't want to risk getting anything messed up. So I didn't import the previous APs yet. Okay, so let's see. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay, ba 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 ba. There we go. Payout and prestige. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh. Okay. Right. So your prestige always starts with a 1.
Which starts at 1. Yep.
Okay, show. All right. So all right. So I believe if you have the Google Doc open, what was the prestige left off last time? You guys are pretty
We got
high.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I can
I
open
want
it
a
up.
moment. Yes, please. I need to pin that.
Just so I don't butcher the spelling, you said Swordlands? Like, how do you pronounce that? How do you spell that?
Sword.
It's SWARD. So
ARD.
RD.
so it's
D. Okay.
yeah. So it's you can do
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
sward or like the from the audio things that I've heard it's like sword, but it's sward lands.
Got you.
I'll
Just
say
making sure I
SWAD.
wasn't bring it in my notes because I am going to actually take notes for this stuff because I had to pick the character that has to do with knowledge. So here we are, writing, taking notes. I played a barbarian.
Zoro would be proud of you.
I should have played a barbarian.
Should have played a
You
barbarian.
should join me.
Right?
Tilt, I did drop
Barbarian
the full,
brothers or sisters, you know?
I
Sorry,
did
yeah,
drop
yeah,
the
for sure.
full map of the the Starstone Isles into our chat.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah,
That's
and then it's
awesome.
got the Aeon towers and everything marked on it too, which
Oh,
might be
perfect.
helpful.
That is actually super helpful.
God, where is that spreadsheet? No, I need.
Or we need a spreadsheet for Pathfinder.
Well, it's for the circus.
For the circus.
It's
I know. I'm just teasing. Sorry. That's just my sarcastic side.
There we go. The show.
I'm also curse bound 1 until we get to rest. First, take that. There we go.
See. Here. Patient seating. Patient. Basics. I know the prestige level is marked in here. Here. Quality, extraordinary, safety. Cruise. Disease. had it in a different sheet. I know I have it written down. Because you've done 5 shows. There we go. Prestige 2. Okay. So I need the roll for combat 1. So why is the 5th one so different? That's weird. I didn't make any changes. Interesting. Is it different? Advertisements. I have to go off the 4th show. And figure out why the 5th one looks messed up. 4, 4, 4.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, so Prestige 3. All right. So your Prestige is 3. I think its anticipation is capped at 16. That's what it is.
And anticipation, right?
Yep.
Not,
So
not prestige.
Yep. So you had the 5th show was a success. So I'm going to say it was a success.
Mm-hmm.
So your
You haven't failed one yet.
No, you haven't failed one, but you did. I believe
No,
the fish
so-
show. Believe the fish show was a critical. So your prestige right now should be 5th. Should be 5, and we'll figure the math out off on camera. But your current prestige is 5. What you're working on increasing now is anticipation. So
Yes.
you're currently at a 5 prestige.
Okay.
And so you're working on anticipation. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. Keeping track of all your upgrades.
I'll be going out and getting into drinking contests again, like I did
Oh
the
boy.
last time.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, it worked the last time.
Yeah, this is a different whole ball game. They actually prefer wine.
All right. Well, I
I can
mean,
drink mine.
you don't know that yet. It's not something you've researched. You just know that
Nope.
you
We know one person prefers wine. That's what we know.
All right. So I believe you're tier 5.
Okay.
I believe you're tier 5, and we'll hammer that out. And for generating anticipation, let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Days. All right. So you need to work on activities, and these have costs that
Yes.
will increase the anticipation. I'm gonna say you're up to tier 5. You're at least tier 4, but I believe your last show until I find the correct sheet. So your starting anticipation is 9 right now.
Oh boy. We're already doing pretty good.
So basically, it's going to be the check is the promote circus check, and that is a society check. Since you're in exploration, it counts as a downtime activity, so you can only do it once per exploration, per performer. So um, you just basically have to give me a society check. I'll tell you what the DC is. Well, I won't tell you what the DC is. I'll tell you if you pass it or not. And then
Fair, yeah.
basically, um,
Uh,
you'll gain anticipation based on the success or failure.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Going back to that page again. All right. So society roll. Oh, even higher. 36.
Okay, 36. Um, so that is that won't be a crit because the DC elevates as the story progresses, but it's definitely a success.
Okay. Okay.
So all right. So
Basically, Cantrell is just going around, doing small things with what better thing to do for prestige than prestidigitation. Um, so he's just trying to do small lifting tricks, small tidying tricks, and it's kind of being, silly, but, safely within his bounds of, magic, not trying to strain himself or frighten anybody.
okay. So you succeed, and with that success, what's your charisma modifier?
A charisma modifier
Mm-hmm.
is +3.
+3. And your level is, are you 10 or 9?
10.
All right, so let's see. So you have not a critical, normal success. Right, so you increase your prestige by 12 points, which
How
has
many?
capped by 12. So you've capped yourself.
Capped prestige or capped anticipation?
You've capped your anticipation.
Okay, so we're done with anticipation. Good. All right.
No one else will need worry about that. So with your anticipation capped, yeah, you can still advertise or anything of that nature for the circus.
Mm.
Any advertisements that you're going to use are going to run you 250.
250 gold.
Yep. As the higher you get, and the more you can accumulate, the more money it takes to advertise you. Remember, this advertisement goes, you know, it's for the week of the, because remember, preparing for the show takes a week, and that's the money that's filtered into that. So it's like people going around handing pamphlets and setting up the stuff and letting people get close to see things, scaring kids with the animals, crap like that.
Yeah. All right. Well. Job's done.
Jobston. And Shima, you said
Milo do something.
yeah, let me handle Shima. Let me handle Shima
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
So Shima, are you just handing out plushies to the kids, or are you trying to do something else?
I'll be handing out the plushies, yes, and maybe do like a couple like acrobatic stuff just to get the kids excited.
Okay, let's see. Mm, okay. It's not going to do anything as far as anticipation, but the kids. Um, Give me the performance check. The kids love the plushies.
Performance.
Yep, the kids love the plushies. Their kids fighting over them.
Okay, that's going to be a 24.
Okay. I need to know: are you just doing something to garner attention, or are you trying to like wow the kids?
Just entertain the kids a bit.
Okay, then that's good enough for success. The kids are like, wow, they're gathered around you. Um, I am going to need you to make a perception check.
All right. Not cracking.
Okay. And before I tell you um, the result of that, I also need now, since that is obviously a success, I need a reflex check as well.
That is going to be 34.
Okay. So one of the kids tries to pickpocket you, um, going for um, one of the ash plushies um, in your bag, and you're able to not only notice the kid, but avert them being able to grab it. What are you doing?
This
Well,
is exactly
after
what Milo has been waiting for, by the way. Can Milo notice that?
Give me a perception check.
if you're with us,
Well, I kind of assume I'm hanging around. I've been looking around for the underbelly of the city because that's what you do. Perception, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 33.
Yeah, you totally notice the kid
Okay,
trying
I'll
to
let
pickpocket Shima.
I'll let Shima do what she's doing, but I'm going to quietly walk over.
All right,
okay,
Shima.
so what Shimmer's going to do is once she notices it, she's going to stand back up, but also and crouch down to the kid's level and it's like, you could just ask. You don't have to steal.
Mm, give me a society check.
Society.
Yep.
It's going to be a 30.
All right. So when you catch the kid, he gets spooked. Um, he was going to. Uh, so society checks spare are interactions. So you have deception, diplomacy, and you have society. So deceptions, obviously, you're trying to lie, chicanery, shit like that. Diplomacy is obviously, standard negotiations, things of that nature, pretty much above board. Society checks are for the other generalities of interpersonal communication that are not definitively a deception or a diplomacy check. So it's like you're interacting with a person or persons, but it's not you're not doing a blatant lie, or you're not trying to negotiate. Um, you're trying to uh, facilitate some sort of societal outcome. And then how it's basically, like
What does the kid do?
when he looks like he was about to run, and
I
yeah,
put my hand on his shoulder and I say, he's just practicing his skills. Let me show you how to really do this well.
um, how do you react to that, Shima?
I would rather if they didn't learn how to steal. And I do take out the plushie and just sort of hold it out to him. I would prefer they ask and not have to resort to such things if they don't really have to.
No, of course not. I don't think anybody thinks that someone should have to steal so that they can buy food. In an
Um,
ideal world, that would be true. But what's your name,
so
son?
so when you say that, and the asking of the name, Milo, I'm going to need a diplomacy check.
Sure. 30.
All right. So he doesn't outright cry, he's holding back tears, he's like, I'm Caleb, and you know I just wanted toys. We we don't get a lot of things anymore, because things are, you know the harvests are bad, and there's not a lot of food, and we're just, if I can trade one of those, for some food, because
Right. Well, listen, why don't you keep the stuffy. Let's go over to a food cart and get you something to eat. I think that would probably be a better plan.
okay.
For that, I will also hand Milo some gold so he can do that for the kid.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. And
Now,
through
I have
through
an alternate motive to this.
right, through the
I'm going to
child's
wait till I'm a little further away from Shima.
through the child's mumbling, I will elaborate on the rumor you uncovered, that things have not been very good in the Swordlands for the last
Yeah.
few seasons.
Yeah, we kind of heard about the drought that was happening.
Yeah, so he confirms, that harvests have been pretty bad, and the kid is like, like he
I
does,
just,
he
what was
doesn't.
his name again?
Caleb.
Caleb. Who are you taking care of?
And it's like, the kids at the orphanage. We don't get a lot of food.
Ah,
You know,
okay.
the priests
Let's
the priests are always sad.
okay. So let's listen. As we're at a food truck or whatever we have, like a food thing, we get corn dogs, and I just talk to him for a minute, and I go, I'm looking for a group of kids that can listen really well and kind of keep an eye on the town and provide me with some information from time and again. Do you think you and your friends might be able to do that for me?
He's like, do you give him the food first, or are you asking him now?
No. Food is separate. completely separate. I am going to be helping out with your orphanage, but
He
and,
looks.
and it,
He's
doing
like,
that, I'm doing that either way. But it would be nice if there was some kids. You guys, you're orphans. You guys hear all sorts of stuff, don't you?
yeah.
Adults never really pay attention to you. Just tidbits here and there.
He like, if you're gonna help the orphans, yeah, you're not lying, right? Adults
Of
lie a
course
lot.
not. Let's go talk to my friend Cantrell because he is my boss. And he's hopefully going to give me a little bit of money so that I can go to the orphanage and help you guys out with some money, and then the priests can buy what they need. He's that wizard over there. Look at that cool stuff he's doing. I have no idea how he does it, but he's pretty awesome.
And
Let's go see if he can do something cool around us.
all right,
And I'm going to gently lead him over to where Cantrell's doing all that weird crap he does.
and while you're doing that, we're gonna take another quick break, just because I need to use the facilities. So we're gonna take a quick 5 minute break to get up and do all the things. We'll be right back.
Oh boy.
But
That's the problem.
It's-
If there's nothing to
I
buy.
know.
And
Yeah.
we're back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Mid conversation.
Discussing high finance while we were on break.
Yes, yeah, we're
Ah.
discussing how we're gonna. But anyway, we go over to Cantrell. I gently lead him over to Cantrell and kind of look at Cantrell and say, "Hey, Cantrell, you're doing some cool stuff."
Mid dancing lights, making a golden light version of himself, doing like the mirror trick, like miming. And then it just kind of, oh, hello. Oh, how do you have there?
And I can't remember the kid's name. Darn it.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Caleb, right? I said, "Hey, Cantrell, this is Caleb. Caleb and I have an idea we'd like to float past you." And I tell Cantrell about the orphanage and my idea for giving them tickets to the circus at least, because that's going to cost us nothing. And, well, I guess it'll cost us a seat, but, and perhaps providing some funds for the orphanage. Then I will tell Cantrell about my other plan later.
There's just this like nervous tick that no one's really seen Cantrell do except maybe like once or twice, where he's just like his mustache kind of just
Free.
and well, I see.
It's
Well,
good
then.
advertising.
Hello there, Caleb. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Cantrell.
He looks at you and he nods his head. He's clutching desperately to one of those little ash plushies.
Ah, so you like the fuzzy little wolf that we sell? Nice. Tell me. Milo.
Yeah.
I personally do not wish to give false hope. However, I can make a promise on this one occasion. See where the orphanage is, and if you would be so kind as to take Gwynin and Paul with you, and just kind of get an idea of the place, meet the people there that are in charge, hang out for the rest of the day, and just have a good time, and discuss what is actually necessary here.
Yep. Understood.
Caleb?
I go find
Good heavens.
Gwennon. I go find Gwennon, take Caleb with me, because he's got to show us where the orphanage is, and I go let Gwennon know what I'm trying to do.
Okay, and of course Jathal's stuck her anyway, so you're gonna get both of us, yeah.
Yep.
And in the meantime, Cantrell just kind of goes back to Shima and continues, just having fun. And will, at one point, sidle up next to Shima and be like, "There's a lot of moving pieces here."
Think so.
Mm.
Also, how many of those plushies do I give out?
How many you got?
I took 14 with me.
You tell me how many did you want to give? How many did you want to give out? You definitely gave one to Caleb.
Yep.
I gave one to that kid, and I was going to give one to every kid that we run into. So.
So you're in the dock area still. You haven't made it very much into the city proper, the town proper. It's not a city; it's a town. But you give excluding Caleb, you do give another like 6 of them away. Like
So 7 in all.
There are some kids, yeah.
Okay.
Street urchins, stuff like that.
All right. That leaves me 7 in my bag.
right. And
Now, aren't you glad I brought him with me?
yes, Gemma. Honestly, they were planned for specifically for these reasons.
My wolf will be famous everywhere. I love that.
Too funny.
That's one of Milo's life goals is to be able to talk to that wolf. I don't know how he's going to take it into trips, but I am going to flip and figure that out, just
You
so
already-
we know.
You already can, and that little bushy voice of, "Oh, who's the good girl? Who's the good girl?"
I want to have a conversation with him. I don't know what feat I got to take, but I'm taking it.
I mean, there are magic.
Pathfinder
items
has a
that let you
gazillion
do.
feats. There's got to be one.
Yeah.
Find me a scroll of speak to animal. I'll try and cast it on you. I don't know.
Yeah. So you guys head over to the I guess the orphanage, right?
Now,
Yep.
can I ask, how is Jathal taking all this? What I have in my mind, I know what I think he would be doing or how he would be reacting, but what's his reaction?
You can see there's a little bit of sadness in his eyes, knowing that there are kids in distress, because Jathal was raised in an orphanage. He is an orphan. You wouldn't know it looking at him, just because he's elevated himself from that life so much. Um, but hearing that orphans are going hungry because there's rolling food shortages is disheartening. You can see that in his eyes.
I'm going to let Gwen take the lead here.
Oh, so are we at the orphanage?
Yeah, as you head to the orphanage, I need a religion check. Poor favor.
Which I'm sorry,
Religion.
religion.
Oh, I can aid. Hold on a second. Religion? Right.
What
Am I
does
an
aid
expert?
give me?
Well,
If he makes
gotta
the
roll
DC,
first.
if he makes the DC for the aid, he can give you +1.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm not an expert in it, so it doesn't automatically work. But I do have a feat for this. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I get a +4 because I have a cooperative nature. If I have, let's see here, the greater division corporate. Sorry, just
Mm-hmm.
keep on. Yeah, if I'm an expert in it, there's another thing, but I am not. But I can roll and add at least a 4 anyway. See if I can help out. Probably not. I got a 21 and 4, 25.
25 is good enough. Just because this is a religion check that is of familiarity
It's
to them. I
Okay.
can word.
So this gives.
I can words.
yeah. My character
Gives.
is really built to do aid, so
Okay. So that gives me a total of 29.
Okay, and that's good for Jathal as well. You both immediately recognize that the church has a symbol of Gazra on its doorstep above the arch of the door.
We've encountered Gosra before.
Yeah, the
Yes,
druid place.
yes, you have.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, we're going to go in. Could I do just a straight perception check to get kind of a overview of what we encounter when we go in?
Sure, roll it for me.
Okay.
Okay, I can aid on that too. Hold on a second before
Oh,
you roll.
okay.
My character is built for this. No, I took feats to aid.
No, support class is fine, dude. I use playing support
Uh,
classes.
Well, okay, hold on a second. I got a feat because I'm a master in that. So let's see here. Built a soul to compare if you are at least an expert in skill aiding when you roll. It works. Basically, if I have an expert or above, it works.
So you get a +1 to your
Okay, so
roll.
that gives me 37.
37. All right. So with the 37, you I will tell you now the demonic signs that you know from the previous Gozran temple that you helped clean out does not have the same look at this orphanage, which apparently doubles as a temple to Gazra. It is its main.
Would Milo know anything about Gazra?
You'd have to make a religion check.
Can I also do one of those, as you know, religion and occultism is kind of my bread and butter here.
27.
Actually, do you want to make a religion check or an occultism check? Because
Yeah, would you have come along with us, Aeon? Or
AO would
that
definitely follow, yes.
Yeah, because that would be super helpful.
I would love to, and it would be my pleasure. But that's definitely something AO would follow around for.
Because you would get different information based on what you roll.
Okay.
But you have to.
Which one would you?
It is not which one
Oh,
I
you
prefer.
Mean? No. You mean whether I'm rolling occultism or whether I'm rolling
religion.
Religion.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The
And
information
I've already
is different.
Kind of rolled religion, so.
You already rolled religion. I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
occultism. That's what my main thing is. I'm a master in occultism, so we're gonna go for that. Just give me 1 minute, and we might throw an innate detect magic while we're at it as well after. But let's just start with the occultism roll here.
Okay.
So that, unfortunately, the roll is slightly low. That's only going to be a 28.
28 is still a success.
Okay.
So you know the same generalities regarding Gazra. However, you, how do I put this? This orphanage is marked maliciously.
Like it's been cursed by those, like, or it's part of a magic circle of some kind, or some other weird thing.
Not fully a curse per se, but there are signs that something nefarious is trying to underpin this church. It hasn't taken hold. There aren't any outright blatant occultic signs, but you can see small marks. Sorry, swallowed wrong. Not anything that is, prevalent, like, barely anything,
Mhm.
like like the wrong kind of candle, like of the candles that are used for the reliquary, one of them just is not the right kind of candle you'd use. You
So basically something just doesn't quite fit. Something's not quite right. I get it.
yeah,
It's like something's trying to destabilize it or mark it for being targeted later on, or there's something going on. I get it.
exactly.
Yeah. There's two more things I'd like to do if you allow me to do them.
Sure.
I'd like to just do a cursory detect magic around here, just to see if there's anything that screams at me like death, doom, and destruction.
All right, go for it.
Yep. Do I have to roll in here for detect magic? Let me remind me here.
You cast it, and then I will tell you.
Yep. It is heightened, I believe, because it's a cantrip, right? It automatically with our level ups.
Yep.
So yeah, I can also pinpoint the source of the highest level magic. Like I don't have the exact location, but I can have like an idea in like a 5-foot cube. What's the strongest magical, screaming magical signal in the area?
Give me a second. Make sure I get this school correct.
Tell me the school of magic too, I believe.
Magical schools. Book. All right. so that so you lock in on a candle, um and from the outside, just it looks like it's an ordinary candle, um but you sense um very strong enchantment magic
Mm-hmm.
coming from it. It's not any one particular spell, but the you can feel that this particular enchantment is meant to affect those with weak wills negatively.
Okay. And if I read aura on that candle, um, does that give me anything more to that, or that's just basically the same thing as detect magic in this situation?
Same thing,
Okay.
just like you it just helps you lock in that there's
Just
definitely some sort of
Jedi
um
mind trick candle. Got
yeah.
it. I
The
call
thing
it that.
I will tell you, because you did the sense aura, it's more on the chaotic side
Okay.
of emanation than evil. Like there's like some
This is there to cause a
tinge.
mess, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to do a few things with regards to all of that, if you'll allow it. Um, I'd like to get sneaky here, provided there's not too many people around here, and I'd like to just grab the bag, like my bag of holding, and just kind of do the whole.
On the candle?
Yep, and just yoink the candle into the bag of holding.
Um that will need a thievery check, please.
Yep, if there's not, too many people around here watching. Obviously, if there's like 20,000 people in the middle of mass, maybe not.
No, there's no mass. There's no mass going on. But as let's just say that there's a priest distracted by Gwenin, who's approaching her to apparently have a conversation.
Okay. Not horrible actually. That's a 19.
Let's see. What would be his perception? That's not gonna be okay. So I rolled like garbage for the priest. So he doesn't notice you nick the candle with your bag of holding. So
Awesome.
So you have some sort of malicious candle in the bag of holding. When you nick the candle, you feel enmity directed towards you.
Yeah, somebody's pissed. I know. And
We got to be doing something right if someone is pissed off.
for the rest of like our little visit, as we're kind of going around, if I see any of those little like signs and symbols and whatever, I'd like to. So like if it's one of the signs of that evil god person, whatever, I'd like to kind of like scrub it out or off the wall discreetly when people are looking the other way. If it's like something that was put slightly crooked or whatever, I'd like to kind of like take it and put it straight again. Just do all those little like kind of tidying up when everybody's kind of not really paying attention, if that makes sense.
All right. Roll me percentiles.
Sure. I get you percentile dice, as I did not expect to roll percentiles.
Just easier for this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just being an oracle. It's kind of like my job to be nitpicky about portents and the whole like superstitious little things, all the little superstitious things. I'd like to kind of correct them as we go, kind of deal. Here we go, and D100 and D10. Let's see here. Okay, that is a 74.
All right. You're walking along, the inside of the church. You find a good handful of disturbances, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Weird markings in the pews, weird passages written down in Bibles in the pews. There's like the carpet as you're walking in. There's a particular knot tied into the fraying of the carpet, that has specific bad omen connotations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's not, prevalent, but there's someone's obviously trying to,
Bring bad juju.
bad juju this place.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna do everything we can to basically good juju things in return. So, like I said, anything that is bad juju like that, I'd like to sneakily try to like undo the bad knots. You know what I'm saying? Or if something like is, like I said, is not quite the word. I just want to like kind of undo, just tidy up all the little bad juju signs that I can find as we go, if that makes sense.
Yep, totally.
Just again, typical Oracle things like that's bad luck. Gotta fix this. That's bad luck. You know what I mean?
And while you're doing that, this Gosrin priest, and you recognize the I don't want to say fineries. Like I said, Carrick is doing okay, but people are not making offerings like they used to. So you would expect that in a sizable town, the clergy would have not great opulence, but um, be a little bit more well zhuzhed up, let's
Mhm.
say. And this priest approaches Gwenin Jathal, um, and he looks at you, he looks at Jathal, and he goes, oh, good travels. And he's like, you don't usually see those, the black butterfly in these parts.
Ah,
And he's like, how can I be of assistance?
well, actually, we're with the circus. We were invited to come here by your leader.
Oh, you're some of the troubadours. Oh, excellent. The children have
You're
You're
cutting
been.
out.
Uh, let's see.
Lost for a sec.
Sorry, this Discord being stupid. I usually have to wait for it to. It does a background process. I've kind of figured it out. Like Discord is doing something on the back end, and it just acts dumb with the audio. So I just have to wait until it stops doing whatever it's doing. Just dumb. I hate Discord. Um, he tells you he's like, the children have been so excited. I'm so glad you're here. Um, they're they're gonna. I'm I'm pretty sure they're gonna love the circus. We've heard great things. Um,
Now, do I know that we're going to invite them, the orphans, to the circus?
if Cantrell told you, if not,
Did you tell me? Cantrell, would I be aware of that at this point?
of which part? Sorry.
Aware that um, the orphans are to be invited as
Yes.
guests to the
Yes.
circus. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Fantastic. Well, first of all, it would be our pleasure if you and your staff and the orphans would like to attend our circus as our gift to you. And then, since I'm a cleric of Desna, and we are followers of Desna, we would like to make an offering to your orphanage and temple, and we'd like to know, in that regard, how we could be of assistance to help you out. What would be the best?
um, he is very happy um, that you um, are gonna gift seats to the circus for the clerics and the children. He thanks you profusely. Um, he says that um, give me a society check with advantage.
Oh, nice. I'm using a hero point.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, we got 3 of them, so might as well use them.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Also-
that
I'm
was
gonna
that
use
was
it.
that was
Just-
pathetic. Like 2 rolls, and I mean,
While they're talking, I'd like my character to start an augury since it takes 10 minutes to prep the ritual.
okay, so society check. This is still gonna suck slew water. But it's probably the best I can do. It's 16.
Okay. So he thanks you. Um, he doesn't really offer you any additional information. Um, it's a it's not a reputational check, so it's not affecting the reputation with him or the children. Just whether or not he'd offer anything up individually. But he's very glad that you're um, he's very glad that you're, doing this, this charity. He doesn't want to potentially offend Desdung in any way. Um, even though,
Milo steps forward and offers to shake his hand and says, I understand your reticence. It is a difficult thing to be in charge of something so precious in difficult times, and we are only here to help. So, is there anything that you can let us know what you need? And I've got that feat which allows me to make a diplomacy with a glad hand.
so question about the
And
glad hand: is there a limitation per day or
hold
per
on,
encounter?
I don't know. Let's read. First impressions are your strong suit. When you meet someone in a casual social situation, you can immediately try and attempt a diplomacy to make an impression on that creature rather than meeting to converse for them for 1 minute. If you fail, you can engage for 1 minute conversation, attempt a new check at the end of that time rather than accepting the failure.
Okay,
That's what it says.
all right. You can make your society check.
Can I use diplomacy? Because
I'm
I'm
sorry. Yeah,
trying to
I'm
be
sorry. Yeah,
diplomatic.
I'm sorry. Yeah, diplomacy. Sorry.
Cool.
And I'm going to jump back and retcon while he's doing that. Gwen, and when to finish up sort of her loop of what she's saying, she's going to say, and of course we want you to have the best seats in the house. So how many seats should be set aside for you and the children, which will give us
Yeah, that's a good
Um,
idea.
so he will tell you that um, that um, he only needs to. I'm presuming that I'm not sure if the tickets are adults and children pricing, but it would be 2 adults and 7 children.
okay. Alrighty,
I I got
back
a
to Milo.
32 on my I got a 32 on my diplomacy.
All right, so 32 in diplomacy. Um, like he thanks you. Um, hmm.
If you don't require anything, that's fine too. We just want to make sure that you have what you need.
um, he will say that if you're, it's not so much helping us, but helping the Swordlands. Some parishioners have given prayer for assistance um, regarding some activity near the old forest tower. Um, they they're complaining of ominous feelings, weird goings on, things moving that shouldn't be moving. Um, like oddities. I mean, we know that there are fairy folk in our woods, but the stories that we've heard are darker. Uh, the fairy folk are mischievous, sometimes deadly, but they're, for the most part, not looking to cause any abject harm. Um, they just have a warped sense of humor. But the things that we've heard um, don't fall in that. Um, I personally think that bandits may have moved into the area. Um, just because if I've heard of some of the caravans being ransacked en route to the docks from the areas further in the sward. Um, but again, we don't really have a, a constabulary. Uh, we have we have watches, and we have guards, but we don't have anything likes of, let's say, Absalom, where it's heavily guarded in their patrols and things of that nature. So um, with things being a little uneasy in the area, especially with the droughts and whatnot, um, things have been a little harsh on a lot of the farmers and townfolk who live on the outskirts of the sward. Um, but again, I I just feel it's
That's all really good information, and I don't want to interrupt, but I was asking about what you need
that's what he's at. That's what he's
and the
telling you.
orphans.
The orphans.
He's telling me about bandits near the old forest, which is like
Yeah,
a ways away.
yeah, because it's affecting his parishioners.
Oh, all right. What about the kids though? What do they need?
The kids just need food, and and we get what we can, and when people donate, and we feed them as best we can, and they're and their children, they're
I give them
growing.
5 gold. I give them 5 gold.
Oh, thank you. That's more than
I'm
generous.
assuming, okay, above board. I assume a gold piece is kind of like D&D, where a gold piece is like the wage of a middle class person for a month. Is that about right?
Kind of, sorta. It depends on the area more.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, of course, but it's just kind of an average.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well,
it's it's
I do
it's
that.
sizable.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
shakes your
I
hand and takes it.
no, and we will. Well, if we can, we will talk to. And I turn to Gwennon and I go, Gwennon, I don't really know how this works, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. So I'm going to defer any kind of action or information on what we might do about the Old Forest Tower and those bandits to you, because you are a lot more experienced and wise than I am.
Well, I think we'll take this back to the group. Certainly have people who can probably, within our group, who can certainly help deal with some bandits, restore a little bit of order in that regard. In the meantime, on behalf of Jathal and I'd like to make a donation to your temple and orphanage of 2 gold. Good, would accept that. And Jathal and I in the circus, I'm a juggler, and Jathal is quite the acrobat. So um, right now, maybe we can put on a little performance for the children here, just to brighten their day a bit while we're here, and we can get to know them better.
Oh, he thanks you profusely for that. Um, and
Now, I'm
let's
not
see.
trying to gain prestige for the circus at
I
this
know.
point with
Well, you
that.
you couldn't any
This
you
is,
couldn't gain any anticipation anyway
yeah,
because you're capped.
yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the a proper DC. I'm presuming it's just like general entertainment. You're not trying to
Yes,
make
yes.
a very
It's just
large
that
impression on the
it's
children.
just a performance at a it's just a performance at an orphanage.
Yeah. And
So
if Jathal, if Jathal can some way use that opportunity to chat with some of them, and or he can form sees somebody who's interested that he, might mentor a little bit or draw closer to him out of that. The same for Gwennon, and that would be kind of where we would be going.
Okay. Um, give
Trying to
me
make friends.
give me a performance roll.
Okay. That should be somewhat.
Oh wow.
I'm using another hero point. Oh, that's way better. Okay. That's a 32.
Okay. Wow. That's very good. Didn't crit, but definitely a success. Jethal, on the other hand, rolled a kraken. So
He
um,
rolled what?
he rolled a kraken for his
Oh,
performance.
well, of
So-
course. I mean, he's the best. So
So he, like, you mentioned it, seeing the kids and the priest. The priest has like a clicker, and he clicks, like he has like he does like a weird clicking pattern, and like all of the kids, the some that followed you and the some from back here from the back rooms, like all come out and present themselves, um and I mean they're orphans. I mean they're not grubby, but it's definitely very. I don't want to use the word ramshackle. Um, very plain. Um, like
He's
think,
doing the best he can with what he's got.
yeah, very very Mormony. Like simple, basic attire. I mean, they have a little dirt on them here and there because I mean they're kids and their kids get dirty, but they, some of them look a little skinnier than maybe they should be, just because, that they're not getting donations like they used to, but you don't get the impression that they're being neglected. Let's say.
Now, it is 7:10. Would this be a good spot for us to
Yep.
end?
We're going to. We'll do the performance stuff when we get back next week. Um, but think of what you're going to do. If you're going to do anything specific for it, I already have in mind what I'm doing with Javal. And I just want to thank everyone. Let you know that there's not going to be a lot of combat initially. The beginning parts of this leg of the adventure is a lot of intrigue. The way it's written, so there is combat depending how you go and where you go, but there's a lot of intelligence this particular portion of the adventure, and then the tail end has some weird battles. I will tell you that.
I'm sure Shathra could find herself a bar fight or something.
Keep Cantrell out of the bar fight, please.
But
I can come with.
thanks everyone for giving us your time. Milo, make sure you mark down the potion that you also got from Shared Thoughts.
I got one as well.
I got an advantage on a roll.
And he gave you a potion.
Oh, he did.
He gave Cantrell a potion.
I thought he gave Trantrell a potion of healing, not me.
Was it Cantrell or was it?
Yeah, it was.
Milo?
It was Cantrell.
Oh,
Yeah, it
okay,
was
sorry.
Cantrell
Yes,
because he
Cantrell,
admired
sorry.
his. Yeah, he admired his beard.
Sorry. That's right. Sorry, Cantrell. Mark your potion.
Yes.
My turn of the century, last century beard.
Yes. Yes.
So this is not the only show that we have. Tomorrow, Monday, will be a continuation of our longest running campaign, Destiny Forge. That is DM'd by Erosion on not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. We'll have another showing of our show, Star Wars show, Tales from the Outer Rims, where we're, there's a lot of weird, crazy intrigue and craziness going on. There's shenanigans happening on the, behind a very thin veil of weird shit going on, and we're stuck in the middle. On Thursdays, this past Thursday, we just had our oh god, why is the name not coming to my brain?
Mass Effect?
Mass Effect game. Yes, thank you. We just had our Mass Effect game that is DM'd by Zorro, and this coming Thursday, we will have our God.
Tricornials?
Yes, the Tricornals. Thank you.
I can remember them because I'm in them. That's why.
I know. Thank you. My brain is just not braining right now. Tricorn which is a party, land adventuring thing that's going on with some of our other players. And then on Saturdays, we have another duality of shows where we have Withered Waste in the morning and Vigilant 6, which is our hero campaign, in the evening. I believe those are coming up this coming Saturday. And then next Saturday in the morning would be our Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton-inspired game that is DM'd by Malls. And City of Redemption is the night game, which is again DM'd by Rojan. And it is in the timeline of the Destiny Forge universe of happenings from between two of the campaign runs. So it's pretty interesting. It's basically, oh, what happened in this area? Well, that's what that campaign is about. And then you have us here every Sunday with Where It Wanders, bringing you circus, intrigue, and shenanigans. We love your faces. Thank you for your time. Share. Thank you for the donations. We appreciate it. Thank you for the raids that we got earlier. We love them too. And we'll see you guys mañana. Thank you much.
Later.
Take care, guys.
Night.
Bye.
Right.